might as well look what somebody's doing to it.
Well, good morning, guys. Roy Guy here. It is April the 28th, Sunday, actually, when this was taken. Off to the left-hand side of the camera, I just kind of panned down there past my truck. This is the beginning of the, I guess, multi or shared use. I can't remember the definitions of the 101 snowmobile trail. In the wintertime, the snowmobiles can go farther on this trail than what the ATVs can. Up to that point, it becomes a walking trail, bicycle trail, and supposedly a horse trail. I can't see how a horse is going to get around that area that gate is around. I have no idea, but anyway. Regardless, that is the beginning of the trail. It was Cambridge Station is where we started. And this is a little bit of a different video. Normally, I keep saying in all my videos, I don't like showing just the straight line driving type thing, but this was more of an exploration run for myself and Bruce, who I'm riding with here today. We basically wanted to see how far we can get on that 101 trail without having to divert from that. This is going to be kind of a test run for Bruce and a couple of his buddies. I don't know if I'm going to make this run or not, or the run with them, but basically I'm going to start from one side and work all the way down into Yarmouth, which is the farthest you can get in the province of Nova Scotia on, I guess, the south side, east and west, north, whatever side. I think it's the south side. Yeah. It's the farthest point you can get on this trail. So this was kind of a nice little experiment, I guess, just to take a leisurely drive on some of this trail. This rails to trails is what it was. It used to actually be a railbed, and it's been converted over time into part of the 101 snowmobile trail that goes quite a ways away across the province. As you can see, there's going to be no dust on this run. It would recently rain. Well, geez, we've had like a solid week of rain before we get out on this run. It's just been hammering rain all week. Not good for the farmers trying to get stuff in the fields and trying to get the field dry. Even guys like myself who pretend farm and just want to get out and get everything nice and dry to plant.
Might as well look what somebody's doing to it. They're trying to claw right over it. What's that?
That might freak out the neighbors, but
well, I might as well do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, they're gonna rip the trail up.
Yeah, we found that pretty dumb. As you can see, those two great big potholes that people have been just move it. If you got the means to do it, you know, just do it. If you got a winch in your bike, you didn't need a chainsaw to move it. Just wrap your winch cable around it and draw from one side so that it pulls it off the side of the road. There's no reason whatsoever for anybody to get on the trail and just dig holes.
Yeah. Share the trails, that's right. Do your part.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this being a multi-use trail system or shared use trail, I forget the definition that the province wants to use or ATVANS wants to use. I can't remember. Anyway, if you're running the trail, if you're a walker, if you're a bicyclist, if you're a horse guy, ATV, it doesn't matter. Dual sport. If you see a problem in the trail, fix it. It's part of, you know, the community of the, I guess, off-road community, if you want to put it that way. That's always nice to see right there, is where there's crossings in the local towns, people just stop and let you go. We experienced that several times going through some of these towns. And as you can see, up ahead, or in front of the camera, I'm actually just putting out the names of these smaller towns. So so far we've been through Cambridge Station, Berwick, Aylesford, now this is Kingston. This is cool. I left this clip specifically long because I thought it was really neat. It actually turns into a paved road for ATVers and whoever wants to use this multi-use trail system, and you go right through the town of right through the town of Kingston. You got little stop signs and everything like that there. You just really got to watch yourself when you're going through this area, just because there's cars, there's people.
Some of the smoothest trails I've ever been on.
Hey, I like how they've done it. They took charge. Now they don't have to do any maintenance. It's cheaper in the long run to pave it.
Yeah.
Short distance in town.
And Bruce had a good point there. In town, you don't want to have to deal with a bunch of gravel and potholes and water, stagnant water laying on this little trail here within the town. So it's a really good idea that they actually paved it. Not quite sure how hard it is on the sled skis, but certainly appreciate it for the wheels. This is a great example too. I've mentioned it before, and several other ATV enthusiasts within this province who are video YouTube guys have said it before. In terms of letting ATVs into your local town, well, all of the businesses that we just passed, if there was a way for me to get lumber on the ATV and go back to my place, sure, I would do it. Absolutely. I soaked myself here. It doesn't look that bad, but I got a nice mouthful of water. But yeah, it shows a very good example right there of if it's done properly, there's no problem. Allow ATVs into the town to spend their money. Several times on this trip too, because this is a shared use, well, there's an example right there. Came across people walking. I didn't get it on camera, but we passed a couple of people on horses and a couple of people on bikes too. So yeah, it was, the trifecta of people there. So it was just fine. The interaction was fine between people, ATVs, and everybody else. So it's just respect. That's all it is. And I understand where people are coming from when they say, well, ATVs ruin my property or ruined the golf course or whatever. They're noisy. Well, you know what? You're always going to get that 1% of people out there. You can't ban cars because people speed. It just doesn't work. This was a beautiful view. It was chilly this day too. I think it only reached about 6 or 7 degrees. But the scenery was just gorgeous. The end of the line pub is what I was pointing out there. We ended up, after we got so far, we couldn't go any further. We ended up coming back. We gassed up at the Bridgetown Esso fuel station there, so that was kind of neat. Of course, you get some stares from locals and things like that. Just people pulling into that fuel station think we're ripping and tearing, but all we wanted to do was just spend money in gas and a little bit of snack food. Just waving to a little guy who's seen us on the trail. He was excited. Anyway, going back to the pub. Wonderful food. We ended up eating there after we gassed up coming back. So we didn't take a different route back. We went all the way from one side of this 101 accessible point to the other and then back again. Total was 168 kilometers. Some more names of the towns that we passed by. So here's actually the end of the run. You'll see right there on the right hand side, can't go any further. It's opened up in the winter time, but not to us. Anyway, so my guy, wow. My name is RyGuy8888, and I hope you did enjoy this video. If you do like these types of videos, please do like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing to my channel, I know it's kind of funny to ask that kind of thing, but you know what? It does help my channel grow. So I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys out in the trail again. RyGuy out.
And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm addicted.